Hey guys, Mike Martinez, and today I want to share with you the 10-minute success ritual that can really just dramatically alter your life and put you on the track of a destination that you choose. So very important, don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey guys, Mike Martinez, and if this is the first time that you've come onto this channel or my website, make sure if you're at my website, make sure you bookmark it. If you're on my channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that way every time we present some new information, you could be informed, right? You at least get a notice, and they'll tell you, hey, there's some new stuff up there. So hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe. If you like the message, if it means something to you, if it helps, make sure you like it and you share. All right, share on social media and just hit the share button, and you know what, that'll just help other people. But here's what I want to tell you, and you know what, before I even start talking about this simple technique, right, here's one of the things that I want you to be crystal clear about, because the bottom line is that so many times we get a simple path to do something, and it's a simple action that you have to take on a daily basis. Simple action that you have to take. And if you do that, then you build a habit, and when you build a habit, you can have it for a long time, maybe for the rest of your life, right? A habit. But a lot of times, we think it's so simple, it's so easy, and because it's easy not to do, right? Because it's an easy step, it's easy not to do the step, and so what happens is you end up cheating yourself, right? But here's what I'm going to tell you guys, very, very interesting, because I've told you guys many times I practiced martial arts as a young man. Don't practice it anymore. I mean, I got a gym in my house, and I do some of the movements and stuff like that, but I don't formally go to a school like I used to and compete and stuff like that. But I enjoy martial arts. I think it has a lot of great value, not only physically but mentally and spiritually. And so one of my, like a lot of people, one of my idols was Bruce Lee, the gentleman that we've all seen in martial art movies. And here's something very, very interesting, guys, because, again, I've told you that I practice martial arts, but I've also told you that I'm a big reader. You can see some of the books in the back here. But aside from that, I've mentioned many times that I've read the book Think and Grow Rich. Very interesting book. If you haven't read it, pick it up, I'm telling you. And I'll have a link in the description for you to pick it up if you want to, right? But if you haven't picked it up, you should definitely pick it up. And if you do pick it up, pick up the 1937 version of it. Right now, I can tell you, I got it on my Kindle. I read the book back when I was in my early 20s, but I got the Kindle version of the 1937 book. Very, very interesting, very enlightening, and it's like, I had read it, but it opened up my eyes to new things, new possibilities, new things that I missed back in my 20s. But here's what I'm going to tell you. In that process, in the process of the book, or the system that the book teaches, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill talks about your chief definite aim in life. Your chief definite aim in life. And that's what he calls it. And he said, take a journal or take a piece of paper and write down your chief definite aim in life. Right? and make sure that you're crystal clear on it. And he gave a prescription of how to do that, a formula, right? You know, write your name and say, hey, Mike Martinez, I, Mike Martinez, am going to do this, this, and this, and this. This is my chief aim in life, and I'm going to accomplish this, and I'm going to give this in return, and I'm going to, right? You do this type of stuff. Now, very simple idea, right? Very simple concept. And again, it's the simple things that we just let go. But Bruce Lee read that, and he put his chief aim, definite aim, he wrote it down on a piece of paper, and he wrote that down in 1969. And I'm going to share that with you in a second, but here's what I'm going to tell you guys. When you can go out there and articulate on a piece of paper what it is that you want to do, and look at that on a daily basis, and actually read that out loud, which is what Napoleon Hill suggests, right? Read that out loud. One of two things is going to happen, right? And you know, I'm going to say one of two things is going to happen. I don't know how long it's going to take for you to achieve that goal, whatever your goal is, right? Different levels, different things, so many variables involved. I wish I could say if you do that for 90 days, you're going to get it. I don't know. It may be less, it may be a lot more, it may be 9 years. I don't know, whatever it takes, right? But here's what I will tell you. Here's what I believe, and it's absolutely true. Either you will read that every day, every day, every day, program your mind and get that inside your subconscious and get it to be a natural habit for you. And when you do that, when you program to that level, when you program to that depth where you are in the subconscious mind, things start happening automatically. Right? So you'll either continue to read that and get that inside your system, right, inside your mind, or you will give up on it. You will stop reading it. Because the law is, and this is a natural law, this is a universal law, whatever you focus your mind on intently, whatever dominates your thinking, you're going to produce that in your life. Now, if you're constantly reading your definite chief aim in life and you're not producing the results, one of two things is going to happen. Either you're going to continue and it's going to go inside your psyche and it's going to go inside your subconscious and you're going to produce the result, or you're going to stop reading it. Right? I challenge you. And again, this is a 10-minute thing, right? I'm going to give you the 10 minutes in a second. But 10-minute thing of getting your journal, right? Here's your minds. Yeah, I still got a pen there. That's my chief aim right there. I'm not going to share that with you, but that's my chief aim. And what you're going to find, guys, is that if you constantly do this simple exercise 2 times a day, early in the morning when you get up, right before you go to sleep, you put that in and you do that. And you see this? This right here is I got several different journals, right? This is a journal where I write my goal every single day. This journal right here is to keep ideas. I write ideas. This journal is to consistently continue to write the same goal, the same chief aim in life. I write it down over and over again every single day. Grant Cardone, 10X. If you've seen him, great motivator, great. Just a great mentor, right? He talks about he used to get up and he still does for 25 years, writes his goal down every single day. Right? Writes his goal down every single day. Why? Because you're programming. So that's where the 10 minutes comes in. Stopping and reading your chief definite aim in life, and then going out there and actually writing something down. Here's my goal. This is my goal. This is my goal. This is my goal. Every single day until the goal becomes a manifested reality. Until it becomes real. Right? Can you do that? Absolutely. Who can't do that? Raise your hand if you can't. You're absolutely not. You can't. Mike, I can't do that. It's impossible. I can't do it. Of course you can do it. Now, the next question for me is, are you serious about it? Are you serious about your goal? Are you serious about making this particular idea a reality? Because if you are, then how difficult is it to articulate it on a piece of paper and then read it every single day? This is where I started talking about what are you losing? What are we letting go by? Because it's so simple, we just it's a simple idea, right? And we let things go by. Here's an interesting statistic I want you to keep in mind. The statistic is this: when you are attempting to form a habit, when you're trying to form something that you want to do consistently, right? I want to start exercising, and I want to start exercising 20 minutes every day. I want to, whatever it is, I want to read 10 pages in a day, right? Or one page of a good book, of a positive reinforcing book. I want to read something that is going to make me better every day, right? Here's the thing: when you commit to that and you miss one day, you know what your chances are of continuing to develop that particular habit? Your chances are 15%. Actually, it's 12% that you will stop. So you're still 12% out of 100%, 12% chance that you will stop and not continue developing that habit. Miss one day. But now if you miss 2 days, now that expands to 55%. 55% chance that you're not going to continue to develop that habit, right? So you just went from, okay, I missed that one day. Oh man, forgot. Oh, yeah, busy day. A lot of life got in the way. 12% chance that you're not going to continue to develop the habit. But now tomorrow, you missed again. Now you're up to 55% chance you're not going to develop that habit. This is the danger part, right? You shouldn't get to 2. Now, if you get to 3, you're over 90% chance that you're not going to develop the habit. You're just going to, chances are you won't pick it up again. Miss 3 days, right? 3 days of looking at my definite chief aim in my journal. 3 days of writing down in my journal what my goal is going to look like when it's accomplished. 3 days of not taking some time, 2 minutes, to visualize my goal, right? How much money does it cost to pick up the book? And I don't know, maybe $10, if it that much, if you're going to buy a journal at Barnes & Noble, Amazon maybe, right? Buy a journal. After you invested at $10, how much does it cost for you to read what you put there? Nothing. It doesn't cost anything. How much time does it take for you to read 1 page of that? 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, right? How much time does it take for you to write down your goal every day? How much money does it take? Right? So when I ask you, how committed are you really committed? Do you really want it? Because if you really want it, then you'll find a way to stick to that routine, to develop that ritual where every single day you pick up your journal and you look at your goal, right? And you make that happen, guys. That is absolutely imperative if you want to become a person that thinks a thought and manifests an idea, right? It's not just thinking the thought. You got to put some energy into it. You got to take some of your focus every day. Energy flows where attention goes. When you start focusing your attention on your chief definite aim in life on a everyday basis, twice a day, when you start writing down your goal, how long does it take? 10 minutes. 10 minutes a day. That's the commitment. are you willing to give up and put into your goals 10 minutes? I say that, you know why, guys? Because, you know, a lot of times I train people on you know, some business strategies, and sometimes it's the simplest things, right? I give them an index card and say, okay, we're starting a new year. Here's the idea, guys. You write down in this piece of paper how much, you know, what your goal is going to be. Put it in your pocket, carry that with you all the time, right? And then in 2 weeks I say, okay, everybody, can you do me a favor? Let me see that index card. And 95% or more of the people don't have the card. And you know what that means? They all say, some of them say, oh no, I got it in the mirror, in the bathroom. Yeah, that's why I don't have it, Mike, right? But you know what? It's a simple thing, and here's the rationale. If you're carrying it with you every time you put your hand in your pocket, it triggers that idea. Well, that's my card. That's my index card with my goal in it, and my goal is to be the best salesman, or to get that car, or to take my wife to Acapulco, whatever your goal is, right? But every time you put your hand in there, you're bringing back that idea. That is the power of it. And some people are short-sighted. They don't see that. That is the error. The error is in not following through with the simple idea, right? That's the problem, right? We don't follow through with the simple idea. I'm telling you, push yourself to do the simple thing, right? Commit. If you're serious about, you know what, I'm going to make this upcoming year, this is going to be my year. I know I've been saying it in the past, and somehow life got in the way, or somehow it didn't happen. But this year I'm going to make it happen, right? You just got to figure it out. How to follow through on the simple things. Day one, 12%, you're not going to follow through. So, you know what? Sometimes life gets in the way. You don't follow through one day, but get on the horse, get back on that cart, and push yourself so you don't make it 2 days. Now it's 55% of the chance that you're not going to follow through. You can't deal with that. Don't make it 3 days. 3 days is 90% of the chance that you're not going to follow through. You'll never pick it up again. So you got to just be able to control your mind to the point that you're doing a simple 10-minute discipline every single day. Every single day, until it becomes a natural habit for you, a natural ritual. That's the message today, guys. Very simple message. Now, you know, if you want, what you can do is go out there, and I was going to present the Bruce Lee letter for you so that you could see that. But if you do your own research, go on Google and put Bruce Lee's definite chief aim statement. You're going to find, you'll actually see the actual letter, and it's hanging actually in one of the Hard Rock cafes in San Francisco. The actual original is actually hanging in one of the walls in a picture frame there. But you know what, guys? It just shows, right? Because Bruce Lee had the discipline to go out there and do it. And, you know, he wrote that in 1969. He died in 1973. But he said, I am going to be the most famous Oriental superstar in America. And I think we could all agree that not only in America, probably in the world, Bruce Lee was the man, right? And so it just shows the power of that, right? You have that power. You can do that right now. So if you haven't picked up Think and Grow Rich, I got a link for it downstairs, in the description. Go out there and, you know, pick it up, right? The 1937 version is the best one. And if you, I challenge you to go out there and say, let me figure out what my chief definite aim in life is. Let me write that down, and let me take a look at it every single day. Let me write down in my journal, and a separate journal, what my goal is every single day. Program that into your mind. Let your whole body, your whole soul, your mind soak that in, right? And when it does, guys, things start happening on a natural basis. Again, I'm going to tell you, you're either going to stop looking at that goal and repeating it out loud and writing it, or the goal is going to become a reality for you. I challenge you to stick with it until it becomes a reality. Mike Martinez, give me your comments. If you like this message, share. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And I'll be speaking to you soon. But remember, it's your time to shine.